okay?
Okay. Everything's good.
It's not every day that a camera company reaches out to you, a company that you use on a daily basis, and gives you an opportunity to showcase their brand new camera, but that's exactly what happened with the brand new Canon EOS R, and we're gonna showcase the behind the scenes on how that video was created. Let's get started. Everyone's doing all the hard work. I'm just supervising, naturally. We got Al here making sure that everyone has a safety seat so no one falls out of the seat belts. And they've rigged a perfect slip and slide, if you will. We're filming in a C-130, the Hercules of the air, as they call in the biz. Same airplane they use for the Dark Knight.
We're getting the rails are now rigged and we're getting them in place. The biggest thing we were trying to figure out was how much room I'm gonna have to run next to the slide, because I'm gonna be getting Glidecam shots while they're cruising out of the door. We've got the slip and slide in here. It's bringing back a lot of memories from when we were up in Moab. Exact same setup, the slide sitting on it. Now we've just put it in the back of the C-130.
Today is an accumulation of like a year and a half of dreams and hopes and aspirations, and today we're getting to slingshot, bungee, slip and slide into skydive out of the back of a C-130, which is a dream jump for anybody who skydives.
We're setting up the cameras with the Atmos. This is camera A, camera B. This will be with me. We're pretty much ready. We're just kind of waiting for the C-130 to get here now.
How nervous are you?
I'm not really nervous. Like, I don't know. I just have like a clear head. Like, I feel like if anyone's, I don't know, there's no room for nervousness, I don't think. I guess we've had this idea for a long time. A couple of years. I'm so excited that we're just finally starting to get on it.
Alright, just got here. It's so loud, it's so amazing.
So Mark, how was the flight over?
It was good.
How often do you fly this thing?
All the time. It's my job.
And how hot is it in there?
It's real hot. There's the air conditioning in this is not very good. So when it's hot outside, it's hot inside too, until you're in the air for a couple minutes and then it finally cools down.
Okay, what are you putting on your body?
Soap. Soaping up. Dish soap, environmentally friendly dish soap. Yes.
Good, I was worried.
Hey Tyson, how are these practice shots looking?
They're looking good. I'm super confident they're just gonna be sweet. So just trying things out, messing around.
That was amazing. That was the coolest thing ever. You literally like just run and you slip and slide like normal, like it isn't a thing, and all of a sudden it's like dead and then just you're gone. It's so crazy like how insane that jump is.
That was one of the coolest jumps I've ever gotten to do. We went out in a big train. I had a circular inner tube, exited. You're in the burble of the plane, the dead air, for about half a second, and then 156 miles per hour of wind hits you, throws you as cattywampus as possible. But I was able to hold onto the handles of the inner tube. I rode it down for probably 1,500 feet before I was like, it's probably about time to pitch.
So in regards to the video capabilities, I thought the image was super clean. We were filming a lot of different circumstances. We were filming with the sun high noon. We were filming during golden hour. We also filmed after the sun set, and we're capturing the airplane in low light capabilities. So for us, a lot of times we can't bring in a lot of big lights and have a lot of time to light things up properly. But with the Canon sensor, we were able to get a lot of stuff in low light with very little, if any, noise at all.
Chasing the C-130 with the skydivers, trying to make sure that we capture these guys as they come out of the back of the plane. And we've really just been fighting, trying to get into the right position and
And then, you know, as well as the timing with the guys coming out of the back of the helicopter, back of the C-130.
Well, we got a bit of a challenge today because the C-130 and the AS350B2 that we're flying have a bit of a speed differential, especially at the high density altitude we're working out here. It's a super hot day, so we're up at density altitude values of about 10 or 11,000 feet, so that slows us down and it speeds them up because they have to go faster to stay ahead of their stall speed. So it's a lot of work trying to get it all timed right and everything. It's been fun. It's a lot of fun to look out the window and see a big aircraft like that. We're working the timing out, and the last one was really good, and this one's gonna be good too. We got some beautiful light out here behind me, so we're gonna get up there and go shoot.
Getting ready to go for round 2. Gonna hopefully go a little faster off the slide, and faster is always better, more fun.
So as far as my favorite features with the brand new camera is the fact that it's so small. The brand new lenses are incredibly sharp, so that was also another thing I'm like super stoked on. And my favorite one out of all of them for the kind of content that we were shooting was the brand new Canon 28 to 70mm f2. But the image was so sharp, it was so clean. I tested each one of them back to back. They all look great, but for the kind of run and gun shooting that I like to do, I do like having that zoom. I do love having that option, especially with what we were filming in an airplane where we didn't have time of people flying out the back of the airplane to be changing lenses back and forth. The 28 to 70 was like, for me, the best go-to lens to kind of get everything in that range. But with the brand new lenses, they have a front control ring. Basically a thing you can adjust, and you can preset it to a lot of different things. When we were filming on our recent shoot, we had it so we could change the aperture. So just by holding the lens, I could pull focus, I could zoom, but I could also, on the front of the brand new control ring, I could also control the aperture. I wouldn't have to go into the settings or the back of the camera. I could just do that manually on the lenses, how it used to be back in the good old days.
Once again, I am carrying a unicorn. You gotta get the people what they want. And we are in Utah now. We're gonna fake it like we are streaming from Arizona. We're just kind of doing the connecting shot where we can make the perfect slip and slide, every childhood dream and every adult dream, if you will, and just make a magic happen for you guys.
We are gonna be jumping out of, I believe, the King Air. We're gonna have some swoopers coming in, and what swooping is they're pulling on their parachutes and make them dive towards the ground. So they'll be going in about 70 miles an hour, and they're gonna be going super fast, coming straight at the ground, and hopefully hitting the slip and slide. They've got 300 feet of runway to work with, so we'll see what happens.
We are filling up the tanks in these buckets to throw the soap on top of the slide, so when they come down, they're able to slide on the soap all the way down here.
We don't have enough hose to keep this slide wet all the time in every place, and I'm worried we won't have that extra hose get here before this first jump. So we're just trying to figure out how to get this thing wet and slippery. So if they come down and it's not wet and slippery, they're gonna tear a big hole in it, they're gonna get hurt. That's what's going through my mind.
Try to walk on it.
I thought you nailed it.
Yeah.
You did nail it, and then
Had a smile on your face.
Yeah, bag just grabbed it. The tarp just grabbed my foot. That's all I felt. Oh, no, that's really gonna.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys know.
Okay, good luck, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
For you. Jake, our fallen comrade, he got hurt a little bit, but the good thing about working with good people is they get back up and they keep on walking. In this case, they carry him out, but he's a good person regardless. All right, so here we have the brand new Canon camera that's not out yet. This is all top secret. We got a month before anyone else got to use it on the market. So I can show you guys my last opinion about it, and it is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but this will be replacing our Canon 5D Mark IV. And yeah, just an incredible camera, and I love it, Brandon loves it, Carter loves it, Zane loves it, and even Tyson on our team likes it.
regards to post-production, we edit everything with Adobe Premiere. So we took the files, we threw them right in, and it's just like handling like a Canon 5D file. Very simple. I didn't have to kind of convert it to anything. I could throw it right on my laptop as we were filming without any compromise to what we were creating, without any downtime, without any lag. How does the camera color with other cameras? So we were filming everything with D-Log. We wanted to get as much information as possible, and we compared it to the 1DX. We compared it to the Canon 5D Mark IV that we also shoot with, and I compared just as good, if not better. That's the wrap! Woo! Got the opportunity to work with Canon on a brand new camera that hadn't even been released yet to the public. We got to play around with it, and my mind was blown. About time Canon is in the game. Super stoked about it because we're always asking ourselves is what's the best quality image we can produce on the smallest camera possible. So for us, this was a huge opportunity, and we wanted to push the camera to the limits. We wanted to see how it did in low light, how it did with fast action, high altitude, and intense heat. We were filming in Arizona in 100-degree weathers, and everything that we did with the camera, I was super impressed with. The camera is so small, but creates such an incredible image, and we're just glad to be a part of this. So there you have it. Thanks again to Canon for letting us create this content. Just an incredible experience, and definitely check out the brand new Canon EOS R just announced today. I'll have a link down below in the video description. Get it on that. Thank you so much for watching. Over and out.